So the story so far is there's some weird crap going on. There's thanks for the welcome back. There's some druids kicking about on a fully completed version of Stonehenge, and there's babies on a slab. It's all who appear to be evil because, I don't know, you fly through their eye and they look all kinds of crazy. So the police have been called in for some reason. Does anyone remember the reason why we've actually been called in? I don't know. Anyway, we can talk to the chief. And look out! I love how his tie sticks to his shirt. It's delightful. So, where did Lowry go wrong? Who is Lowry? Does anyone know? Is he? Yeah, he's the blockhead, isn't he? Who? What does that mean?
Where did Lowry go wrong?
Your dear colleague Lowry dealt with the skeleton murders last year. You should know that, Halligan. Lowry worked on the case for several months and finally managed to pull a culprit out of the hat. A butcher from South London. A married man with kids. They gave him a life sentence. He was in jail till 3 weeks ago. Okay,
so I have no idea really what's going on. Is the sound alright? Can everyone hear the sound? Because I haven't really had time to check it this time.
Pulled out of the hat, you say? So the butcher didn't do it after all?
Boof.
Oh, you're
Bat.
a genius, Halligan. He didn't do it. We found that out today.
What's he supposed to have been convicted of? Can anyone remember?
He didn't do it.
Of being a blockhead?
How could he be convicted then?
Detective Lowry imaginatively constructed an impressive chain of evidence, and the court followed his arguments in detail. The public wanted somebody to blame, and they found somebody. That's life.
This guy goes from calling everyone a blockhead to being the most nonchalant inspector I've ever heard. So how do you know that the man Lowry arrested didn't commit the murders? And...
Well, all right, these things happen. But how do you know that the man Lowry arrested didn't commit the murders?
Very simple. Dead people don't go around committing more murders.
They're like triangles.
There's been another murder.
Exactly, Halligan. A pile of bones has been found in Epping Forest. Supposedly a male corpse. We don't know any more than that. I presume we both agree that it can't have been Lowry's man, eh?
Oh, of course.
You see, I've just managed to get that into Lowry's head as well. You heard it? Lowry's off the case. Halligan, you drive out to Epping Forest and take a look at the evidence.
I think.
Of course, sir.
And Halligan, no sloppiness now. I want results. Sensible results. The press has already been terrorizing me this morning.
This
Killer
guy...
must be found. Do I make myself clear?
Of course, Chief.
He flicks between being
This is the file
calm,
with all the
casual,
necessary information, and now
mental.
you better get going quickly.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so we've just been given a file. I really don't want to talk to him again. We can cross out of that, thank God. This water tank over here reminds me of a bio orb. I wouldn't trust that water. I don't know what's going on in there. It looks bad. Okay, what can we take? There we go. We can pick up a box of... What was that? What did we pick up? Oh, here we go. Okay, we've got a box of matches and some files. We can't... Oh.
No way.
Let's try and offer those matches to that man again.
There's no point in that. No, better not.
Okay, he doesn't want the matches.
That won't get me any further.
Okay,
My case file.
Can we put them back? Okay, so we've got a case file and some matches. So I guess we could burn the case file. Let's zoom out a bit. So here's the office as a whole. If anyone's ever... I'm sure people have watched V for Vendetta. In the film, they try to create loads of V's in the film, don't they? By putting, like, the bookcases with books like they are in this game. Interesting. Okay, not much to do in here. Some files. We can walk to the files.
Not. These files are secret.
They're secret files. They're out in the open, mate. You can just look through them. Should we just leave him facing the wall like that? Okay, we can walk around this guy's office rather casually, and he doesn't seem bothered at all that we're just walking around looking rather creepy. Let's go and stand next to him.
I'd better not. These files are secret.
Oh, we can't walk close to him. But we can kind of hover around his desk. Okay, let's crack on. Let's see what we can find out in the hallway. That's very sparse, isn't it? This is not what you expect at a police station, I guess. There's a photocopier. So we can copy our own face. That tells you what type of game this is. I could stand here all day and copy my own face, to be honest. Not much else we can do with that by the look of it. Go to the bin. Oh yeah, do your hair, mate. You don't want to look out of place next to a bin, do you? Now, we can go in this room over here. Let's wander into here. Just for the record, I have never played this game before. I've seen it and thought, my god, what is happening with that? But never have I played. Get off your hair, mate. Just leave it alone. I really don't want to break you vain bastard. Come here. Come over here. Right.
I think Chris needs it.
Chris needs what? Right, go and inspect that. Okay, so you click on one side and he walks around to the other. Okay, we've got a chemistry setup going on. What should we click on?
Far too hot to touch.
Far too hot
to touch. If I pull that hose off, the test won't work anymore. Better not.
Better leave that alone then. This guy doesn't seem bothered that we're...
I think Chris needs it.
...trying to touch his experiment. Hello, mate.
Hello, Chris.
Hi, Halligan.
Okay, so... This is obviously the guy who does the criminal forensic stuff. There we go. Let's ask him if he's heard of the new skeleton murder.
You heard of the new skeleton murder?
Not only heard, I've already been out to where the body was found, together with the forensic squad.
And? What did you find out?
Not a lot. The killer did a neat job. No traces, no witnesses. This madman doesn't seem to be so stupid at all.
Okay, did you examine the other cases? Is the terrain still secured? You mean it's just one person doing this? Let's ask him if he examined the other cases.
Did you examine the other cases as well, Chris?
Of course.
Yeah, it's cooking meth in the police station. This is Breaking Bad or something.
What do you think these people died of?
It was no natural death, if that's what you mean, Halligan.
Okay, Chris. See you later on. Or we can say, I'll just dive out there and have a look at it. Either of those will give you the same outcome.
I'll just drive out there and have a look at it.
Just you do that, Brent.
What's going on with his hand actions?
Okay, Chris. See you later on.
Thanks, Chris. You've been a great help. What has he got going on in this lab? He's got, like... Is that his dinner going on over there on the back plate? This looks dangerous as all hell. I think we'll vacate this area before something tragic happens. Ah, the computer museum, yes. That is a fine place.
Without the light, it will be much too dark in here.
He's not wrong. Okay, let's progress. Okay, so this is New Scotland Yard, apparently. Rather dead around here. Raid the bins, yeah. Okay, we'll try that. Okay, we're in the computer room. This must be the control room. So I guess we've got one person operating the entire phones for Scotland Yard. That seems perfectly reasonable. Bear in mind this is 2001. Look at the shape of this guy's ass. And his skinny... What's he doing?
Hello, Janet.
Hello, Brent.
Oh, it's a woman. Have you got a minute, I guess?
Have you got a minute?
Not even a minute, Brent. Do I look as though I've got any time?
You look like you need some urgent medical attention. Well, Janet, I can presume it's your job to have time for a detective? Yeah, that's a good answer.
Well, Janet, I presume it's your job to have time for a detective.
I'm the best judge of what my job is, Brent. Now please be good enough to go away and let me do it.
Yeah, Brent's a bit of an arsehole.
I'm not here to give you anything, Janet. I want to get something.
I know that, Brent. You need information.
Her
but
neck.
before I can let you get it, I need the necessary papers.
That can't be
You
a
haven't
normal...
got the forms for the access to the database yet?
No.
Here's one.
Thanks, Janet. You've
Get
given
it
us a
signed and then we'll get down to business.
pixelated photo. Sorry, we'll get down to business? What is she insinuating? So, did she say I needed a signature?
I need a signature? Whose signature?
Oh my God, Brent. Don't pretend to be more stupid than you are.
There's some sexual tension between these two.
So I won't get anywhere without it then?
Exactly, Brent. Rules are rules.
Good.
Thanks.
See you later then.
Thanks, Janet.
Take
You've
your
been
time, Brent.
great help. I really appreciate it. Let's take a look at this screen. We can't do that. There's not really much else we can do in here, I don't think. That spyglass, it kind of appears at the back of Janet and goes up here. Okay, we can look at this section. It's hard to tell. The cursor tracking is a bit off.
It's always handy having one of these tucked away. We ran out not so long ago, and there was a big commotion on this floor.
What is it?
At least that's one thing you can get hold of here without too much trouble.
Am
They
I
are
just-
needed for the forms.
am I
Makes
just
it easier
stealing-
for the chief to sign them.
Okay, I'm stealing stationery from Scotland Yard. The job. Future plan for North London. Look at the marbling on that shelf. It's magnificent. Yeah, the accents are a bit off, aren't they?
I'll take that with me. You never know. I might need it.
Is there anything else we can swipe? No? Okay, I think that'll do. We've taken a few things. Let's see what we've got. We've got this.
That doesn't work. A sheet of carbon paper. Very useful when dealing with bureaucrats.
Okay, carbon
That's
paper.
a clipboard.
A folder. A clip folder thing.
That's a form for stationery procurement. Without that, you don't get anything at Scotland Yard.
Okay, a form for stationery.
That's a form for information procurement.
Okay, that's the form she gave us, isn't it? So, where do we need to take that form? I hope you're all paying more attention than I am, because I have no idea where to take this form. Oh, look at... He's not even sitting on his chair. He's floating above his chair. Like he's levitating on the arm. How is he doing that? That's amazing. Photocopy it. Yes, good idea. This guy is incredible. How...
Hello, Lowry.
Oh no, not you, Helen.
Oh, it's Lowry.
You're all I need at the moment.
I can see that, mate. You're in a spot of bother, aren't you? That's a nice suit you're wearing. Have you got a couple of minutes? It's just not your day. Shouldn't we perhaps ask him why he's levitating 50 centimetres off his chair first? Let's compliment him on his suit, shall we?
That's a nice suit you're wearing.
Don't humour me, Halligan. You don't know a thing about suits. A blind man would know from 100 yards away that you bought your stuff at Woolworths. What do you want?
Woolworths? This guy's got a serious attitude. Have you seen my wallet? I just wanted to say I'm sorry to hear that things went so badly, and I've still got a couple of questions about your last case. Let's ask him about the wallet, shall we?
Just a quick question, Lowry. Have you seen my wallet?
Your wallet? You've got a nerve. I haven't really had a very pleasant day so far, as you might have noticed. Why would I worry about your bloody wallet?
I like how these guys are supposed to be cops.
Larry, could you just give me a sensible answer? I'm looking for my wallet.
So what? Do you think I've got it? Why don't you just go and clear up your oh-so-tidy office? Maybe you'll find some of those things you allegedly just wanted to borrow for a while.
Let's not argue,
let's try and get some
Larry.
information
I
out
need
of
some
him.
information from you about the last investigations.
You've got the file, Halligan. I suppose you can read. And now scram!
I love how he's just sitting so casually, floating above his chair.
Lowry, I've read your file. There's just nonsense in it.
Do you know what I think, Halligan? I think I don't need to tolerate a detective in a £20 suit walking past my door criticising the quality of my work.
He's not even wearing a suit, he's wearing an anorak. You're right, this is a passive-aggressive simulator. It's hardly my fault that the chief has taken you off the case. If my suit was more expensive, would that make you would that make your file any better? Okay, let's go for that.
If my suit was more expensive, would that make your file any better?
Very witty, Detective. Yes, really, very witty. Tell me, haven't you got anything better to do than crack jokes?
Thank you for being so very friendly, Lowry.
Thanks, Larry.
Enjoy your spare time.
Just clear off, Halligan.
Enjoy your Lamborghini Diablo and Porsche Boxster on the wall. See if we can steal some stationery while we're here.
Halligan?
No, we can't.
Yes?
Might I ask you what you think you're doing?
I just wanted to borrow your scissors just for 5 minutes.
I just wanted to borrow your scissors. Just for 5 minutes.
Forget it.
Don't make such a fuss about your blasted scissors.
Don't make such a fuss about your blasted
Why is everyone
scissors.
so angry?
I won't break them.
Oh, you won't break them, Halligan. You'll lose them, mislay them, not bring them back. You'll do with them what you always do with anything you lay your hands on. I am determined not to lose anything ever again, Halligan, especially not to you. Do I make myself clear?
All right, then. Keep them.
There's so much tension in this police station. It's something bad happened before we got here. I think we should probably leave. I have no idea why he's floating. I couldn't tell you. Yes, I think, as someone said earlier, he's got very, very strong ankles. Where's he gone? Has he just gone into the bin? He disappeared into the bin. Lovely stuff. Let's go to the photocopier and see if we can photocopy some... No. Oh, God. Okay. So, let's try and photocopy this.
Why should I copy that? I can get loads of them from Janet.
Fair point. No, he's photocopying his face again. Hold on. When you finished, mate, let's get you away from here before you get a bit carried away, shall we? So, we've been and seen Lowry. He's a bit of a dickhead. We haven't been outside. We haven't been in the lift. Shall we go into the lift? Oh, excellent. Okay, so we've got a map. We've got Epping Forest and Scotland Yard. So I presume we can travel straight to Epping Forest. So this is the scene of the crime. Perfect. We should be able to make some progress.
Good morning, officer.
Good morning, Detective. I hope you've had a good breakfast. The sight over there is not very appetizing.
I'm not going to eat it. I'm here to check it out. When were the bones discovered? Have you interviewed any witnesses? Has the forensic squad already been here? Let's ask when the bones
Oh, well,
were discovered.
I've got used to it. When were the bones discovered?
At 5:30 a.m. by a jogger. He phoned us.
5:30 a.m. He was out and about quite early this morning.
Indeed, sir. And half an hour later, the press arrived.
Prez?
How did the press find out about this so early, officer? Did you call them by any chance?
No idea, sir. These vultures seem to have a sixth sense for crime. It's either that or somebody from your police station tipped them off.
Were there any onlookers?
Yes, a couple, but I sent them away. The real run will start after people finish work, when they've got the time. We've seen it before.
Well, hold the fort, officer.
Yes, sir. I'll have to do that.
Okay, officer, that was it. Thank you.
Anytime,
Thanks.
sir.
Officer, you've been very helpful. Is that the pile of bones? Why is there a pile of... My god. This person has either decomposed rapidly or something terrible has gone down. What are they covered in? Like blood and guts? Yeah, he's right. It isn't appetizing. We don't seem to be able to do very
The
much
skull of the corpse.
to it.
There's hardly any flesh on the bone.
Good observation, officer. You can see why he's a cop, can't he?
This bone is quite long. Seems it's from the victim's leg. There's hardly any flesh on the bone. The skull of the corpse. There's hardly any flesh on the bone. There's hardly any flesh on. This bone is quite long.
Okay, I think we're done here.
Seems it's from the victim's leg.
I don't think we're going to get much from this pile of bones. In fact, I don't think we're going to get much from this crime scene. He wasn't helpful. I don't know what they're filming. Let's go back to the yard. Yes, interesting scratches to the skull. But he didn't point that out, did he? He just... Wow, look at that. That's a nice scene. Now, see, I would have thought that the exit was this door over here, the one with the light through it, but apparently the lift is the way out, so through here is his office. Messy bastard. Look at the state of this place.
I won't find anything I could make use of now in there. The cleaner will empty the ashtray.
Lazy.
I can find my way without a map. I know my way around well enough.
God, he's so arrogant. It's incredible.
I won't find anything I could make use of now in there. My writing desk. I am definitely the only one who can make head or tail of it. I won't find anything I could make use of now in there.
Yeah, I don't think we can do anything in his office, so let's leave. Okay, so up the stairs maybe? Can we... No, it's got a rope across it. Okay. So... Okay, so what have we got? We've got these files. Do we need to make the chief sign something? If we combine this with that and then give it to him,
That won't get me any further.
that won't do anything. Okay. That
I should
with-
think... I can't see any connection. I should think about... That's a form for... Of course, my case file. That doesn't work.
Okay. So this is the case file. Okay.
Hello, Chief. May I just disturb you briefly?
Halligan, you're a pain in the neck. Are you planning to start doing things just like Lowry did?
Okay, we need the signature. Yeah.
I need information from the central database. It's about the skeleton murders. But Janet says she needs a signed 223. I've got it with me.
You've got it with you. How nice for you. And do you know something, Halligan? I will not sign it. What do you say to that?
Pedantic bastard. I think we better ask him why not.
Why not, Chief?
You don't need the database. You've got the file. Make the most of it.
How do you expect me to conduct investigations if you won't allow me to use the database, Chief?
You'll have to get up off your backside and do your own work, Halligan. I feel much more comfortable knowing that you and Lowry can't get up to any more nonsense with the confidential data stored in our database.
Why is everyone so incredibly unhelpful around
Of course,
here?
Chief. Thanks a lot.
Don't get stroppy, Halligan.
My God, it's like a school. So we can't get access to the database, but we have a form which should let us have access to the database. Shall we go and see the forensic guy again and see if he can tell us more about the bones we just saw? Hello, Chris.
Hello, Chris.
Hi, Halligan.
I've just come back from the place where they found the bones in Epping Forest.
Mm-hmm. Why are you telling me? Have there been any decisive discoveries in that case?
God, he's like... Everyone's so defensive. There was a pile of bones, nothing else. I had a look around.
I just had a look around there.
Oh. Yeah, it's actually quite a nice place, isn't it?
Yeah, he is
I used to take my family there for picnics.
the only remotely nice person we've met, and he's an arsehole as well. How can you think of a picnic when you're looking at the scene of a crime like that? That's...
Okay, Chris. See you later on.
I'm not going to ask him that. Each to their own. We haven't got anything we can use for the experiment. Should we go and talk to Janet again and question her about the database? Get some CC paper, combine it with the stationery request, get Chief to sign that and get the signature from that. Yes, yes, yes.
A sheet of carbon paper. Very useful when dealing with bureaucrats.
Ah. Ah ha ha! Very good, JJX. I like your style. Although, you've got to think, if he's not willing to sign a database document, why would he give us free stationery?
Chief?
What is it now, Halligan?
Couldn't you think again about the security regulations?
Are you deaf? I said no. Now get out.
He's really angry, isn't he?
Okay, I'm going. Sorry, sir.
Yeah, I think he's on the right lines with that carbon paper. But
The carbon paper's still sticking out. The chief is bound to notice that.
okay, the carbon paper is still sticking out. So we need to cut the carbon paper down. So we need the scissors from the other guy. Okay. So we need to distract that other blockhead of a cop somehow, so we can get his scissors, because apparently there's no other scissors in this entire police station.
Hey, I've had enough. Get your paws off my scissors, will you?
Okay, so what can we offer to this guy? Maybe if we... Can we get a drink for him from the vending machine? No. Let's inspect this statue. Why not? Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, the writer of Sherlock Holmes. Splendid. Yeah, they seem to have spent a hell of a lot of money on marble and have only enough money for one pair of child's scissors, I might add. They're not your normal fare of scissors, are they? Let's talk to him again, see if there's anything he wants, which we can provide him with as an exchange.
What is it this time, Halligan?
I'd like to know how you managed to get a date with Janet. Well, it's obviously because he can levitate off a chair. Where can I find Detective Stryker? I know that you'll say no, but I have to ask for your help. That sounds
I know that you'll say no, but I have to ask for your help.
You do actually need help, Halligan. But not from me. Try a social worker. Well?
God. I'm not going to lend him some change. I have a copying machine. I suppose we don't have to use scissors. We could copy the document. That might work.
Do you know how to operate the copying machine?
Yes, I do.
And will you tell me?
Just guess.
Guess how to use the copy... Well, obviously we can use the copy machine.
No?
Quite.
You're a really nice person, Lowry.
I do my best.
Okay. I'll talk to you later, Lowry.
My God, this place
What is it this time, Halligan?
There's some serious attitudes going on around here. Let's ask him about his date with Janet.
I'd really like to know how a braggart like you managed to get a date with Janet.
Well, you know what, Halligan? Women do like a winner, don't they? Little Janet is no exception. We went to the Palace yesterday.
What was
Little
showing?
Janet.
The new Schwarzenegger film.
You know how to handle women, don't you?
Of course. Janet said she found it disgusting, but I know for a fact that she was very keen on it. Women are like that. Do you understand?
Okay.
Okay. I'll talk to you later,
We
Lowry.
could continue these conversations, but I don't think they're going to lead us anywhere.
What is it this time, Halligan?
Where can I find Detective Stryker?
Stryker? On holiday. Why?
Come on, Lowry. I heard he was suspended. He still owes me money. Maybe he could tell me more about the skeleton murders.
Maybe he could tell me more about the skeleton murders.
Halligan, I coordinated the case. Stryker was my right hand. You won't get anything new out of him.
Yeah, it's like there's a storyline in this game, but it's padded out with swaths of sexual tension and passive aggressiveness.
Okay. I'll talk to you later, Lowry.
It's like our job in this game is to wade through that tension and find the right path. It's not a bad premise for a game. Not a bad way to play things out, I guess. Okay, Janet. I wonder if we can talk to you about your dislocated body.
Hello, Janet. What about my database inquiry now?
I don't like to repeat myself, Brent. Have you not been listening?
Yes, of course I have.
Well, then you know it all, don't you?
Sure.
In that case, see you later, Brent.
Oh, Janet, just,
Good. See you later then.
Take your time, Brent.
just piss off, Janet. Either everyone hates Brent around here, either Brent has done something monumentally bad in the past, or they're like this to everyone. It's really hard to tell. Okay, so we need to make the signed paper smaller. I don't know if we can use the enlarge function on the photocopier to make it slightly larger. Now he's photocopying his face again. Have you not had enough of that, mate? Come on, it's surely not that entertaining.
I should think about it again.
Okay, right, great, okay. I don't think we can separate these pages now we've...
Now I've got a clip. I'd rather think about it again. Now I've got a... No, not a chance. But the carbon paper juts out a bit. That will be noticed. One copy of the file is enough for me.
Okay. I think we definitely need to cut the paper off the side. I'll cut the carbon paper down so that we can get the chief to sign it and get our database inquiry, because this is the most unhelpful police station I've ever heard of. Yeah, they hate Brent because he photocopies his face 10 times a day. There must be something in this office we can...
I won't find anything This is my collection of case files. Al's Pizza Palace makes the best pizza in the whole of London.
Al's Pizza Palace. Okay, let's look at this. There we go. That's what we can look at in this game. God save the Queen. Jesus Christ. We've got some books on crop circles. Open skies, closed minds.
I hardly use it. My cooking book for single households.
I mean, I don't think there's much we can do here.
Good to know that there are intelligent life forms out there. In here, I only meet weirdos like Detective Lowry.
Pizza. Pizza, give me the pizza.
Al's Pizza Palace makes the best pizza in the whole of...
They
I
make
won't
the
find
best
anything I
pizza.
could make use of now in there.
Oh, God, can we just jump out the window?
I won't find anything I could make use of. I won't find anything I could make use of now. I won't need these books now.
He doesn't need anything, does he? We just need the scissors. I mean, is there no scissors anywhere in here, man? A phone! We could use the phone! Fantastic!
I'd better leave that here.
He's got... I'm not going... What do you mean I better leave that here? You're not going to steal the record button, are you? Oh, we can press some buttons. Let's...
I never use the receiver. That thing is just too heavy. Using the loudspeaker is much more comfortable.
Speakerphone. Okay, great. So, I mean, we can...
What's wrong again? No dialing tone.
Can we phone the emergency services? Apparently not. Should we try 911? Apparently that's engaged. Do you think that they've given Brent a fake phone here and really he's not a proper police officer? Because if you can't get through to the emergency services, then something is probably wrong with your phone. Oh, there's nothing in this place we can touch, is there? No, there's just pizza and a map he refuses to look at. Out we go. Yeah, he can't be bothered to pick up the phone receiver. He is the laziest detective I've ever known. Okay. We need the scissors, don't we? I mean... No, I'm not looking at the photocopier again. I'll just photocopy his damn face again. 081 811 8181. What a number. Going live. And swap shop, yeah. And what was the one after that? Live and kicking. That's when they brought the 1 into the dialing code, isn't it? So it was 0181 811 8181, something like that. Yeah, I think the speakerphone was added so they... I mean, I shouldn't think they'd be able to animate that phone at all because it's just a background, isn't it? So that is... It's a clever way to make that a whole lot easier. I want your scissors. Just... I mean... Just give me your damn scissors. Press F1 and lead the suit guy away, and then sneak in for the scissors.
What is it this time, Halligan?
Does F1 do anything? We've asked him... The only thing we haven't asked him about is our conversation before, so let us ask
Lowry,
him.
About our conversation before.
About that.
What?
I've got some questions for you.
My God, Halligan, you just don't get the message, do you? Well, what is it?
So we've asked him about the wallet. Let's try not to argue.
Let's not argue, Lowry. I need some information from you about the last investigations.
You've got the file, Halligan. I suppose you can read. And now scram.
Oh, F1 on the phone. I think I pressed that. It didn't do anything.
Thanks for being so helpful, Detective.
You're welcome, Halligan.
Right,
What is it this time, Halligan?
Let's go through the remaining conversation trees.
Lowry, about our conversation before.
What?
I've got some questions for you.
My God, Halligan, you just don't get the message, do you? Well, what is it?
Have you got a couple of minutes?
Have you got a couple of minutes, Lowry? I'd like to talk to you about a couple of things concerning the last skeleton murder.
I really don't feel like chatting right now. Least of all with you, Halligan. Read the file, it's all in there.
It's your job to talk about stuff, about criminal cases. Okay, we've asked him, I've read your file, there's no nonsense.
I
so-
didn't see any inquiry results from the information department in your file. Is that right?
Of course, thanks to these bloody new security regulations, which were introduced thanks to you, Halligan. If you hadn't gone and put an arrest warrant for Prince Charles in the computer after Princess Di's accident, we wouldn't be in this mess.
That was just an innocent joke.
Innocent, yeah. In this department, nothing can be done without forms these days. You can't even get a pencil sharpener without written authorization. By the time you got the bloody forms filled in, they're out of date.
And that's why you sent an innocent man to prison?
Innocent? That's what you say. The jury found him guilty. What more do you want?
You have some funny ideas about justice? Is that what you told his widow and children? Yeah, let's go
Is
for that
that
one.
what you told his widow and children?
No way. Stryker was the one who dealt with that sort of thing. I'm not into spiritual welfare.
You're not into it. I can understand that.
Well, I just don't go for all that sentimental crap.
Of course, Lowry. I'm really sorry for you.
Hey, same here, Halligan.
Did you ever doubt for a second whether you had the right man or not?
Did you never doubt for a second whether you had the right man or not?
Doubt is the virtue of losers. Didn't someone like Shakespeare write that, or was it Plato? Doesn't matter.
Okay. I'll talk to you later, Lowry.
Okay, so I'll go and try and phone this guy from my office, but he doesn't seem to be the type of person to move from his levitating chair. We need to... Okay. It doesn't do anything.
My answering machine. A perfect way of avoiding unpleasant phone calls.
What have we got? We've got matches. Okay, should we go and see if we can give some matches to Lowry? Mike Lowry. There you go, mate. No, it just played and refuses. Okay.
I don't want that. A matchbox. Still half full.
What, did he just need a wanker sign at us? Did you see that?
Now I've got a clipboard with the... Now I've got a clipboard with the form for information procurement, the carbon paper, and the form for stationery procurement. But the carbon paper juts out a bit. That will be noticed.
Okay, we need the scissors. Set him on fire. That's tempting.
I've got no money for that.
Oh, change. Oh, okay. He's got no money for it. There was a dialogue branch where he could have asked Lowry for some change, wasn't there? But I don't think he would.
What is it this time, Halligan?
Give him any money. Was it this tree?
I'd really like to know how a braggart like you managed to get a date with Janet?
Well, you know what, Halligan? Women do like a winner, don't they? Little Janet is no exception. We went to the Palace yesterday.
What was showing?
The new Schwarzenegger film.
You know how to handle women, don't you?
Of course. Janet said she found it disgusting, but I know for a fact that she was very keen on it. Women are like that. Do you understand?
I can't be bothered to go through this branch and find the bit where he asks for change. Oh my god.
What amazes me is why a woman like her should find your boring stories about cars, sports, and action films so entertaining.
Halligan, I'm sure you didn't come to tell me that. What do you really want?
There we go. Could you lend me some change? Okay.
Could you lend me some change?
You haven't found your wallet, have you? Well,
Okay, yeah.
sorry,
We need
Halligan,
to
but
find the
this is
wallet.
Scotland Yard, not the Bank of England.
The Bank of England is the central clearing bank, Lowry. You can't draw any money there.
Indeed. Just try it somewhere else, then. You won't get a penny from me.
Okay. I'll talk to you later, Lowry.
Thanks, Lowry.
What is it this time, Halligan?
I'm going to ask if I can use his phone this time.
I'd really like to know how a braggart like you managed to get a date with Janet.
Ask for
Well,
help.
you know what, Halligan? Women
Who do
do
I ask
like
for
a
help,
winner,
you do?
don't they? Little Janet is no exception. We went to the Palace yesterday.
What was showing?
No
The
one
new
here seems
Schwarzenegger film.
willing to
You
give
know how
any
to
help
handle women, don't
whatsoever.
you?
Of course. Janet said she found it disgusting, but I know for a fact that she was very keen on it. Women are like that. Do you understand?
What amazes me is why a woman like her should find your boring stories about cars, sports, and action films so entertaining.
Halligan, I'm sure you didn't come to tell me that. What do you really want?
Okay. Let's ask him about if we can
Could
use
I
his
just
phone.
use your phone?
Haven't you got your own telephone, Halligan?
Yes, but there's something not quite right with it.
No dialing tone. Is that it?
Oh, let's find out his extension, yes.
Tell me, Lowry, what's your extension?
196. You know that.
Yes, right. I just forgotten it.
Okay.
I don't phone you so very often.
Yeah, and that's the way I like it, Halligan. Don't you dare start ringing me up and getting on my nerves.
196. Everyone remember 196.
How do you know that?
Someone in accounts has had a look at the department's telephone bills, Halligan, and you're the record holder by a very, very wide margin.
Why
Your
would-
phone will only work internally from now on. Janet told me that when we went to the cinema. Where do you keep calling to anyway? The Caribbean?
I don't think that's got anything to do with you, Lowry.
I imagine
Oh,
he's
yes,
phoning
okay,
sex
of
lines.
course, sure. It's none of my business. But if you think that you can make your phone calls from here, you're dead wrong.
Okay. I'll talk to you later, Lowry.
Okay, 196. Okay, we'll go and phone him and see if we can get him, I would say off his chair, but he's already off it. Let's see if we can get him into a different part of the station. So, 196.
Scotland Yard Detective Lowry.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay. So we can phone him. Okay, now he's engaged. So maybe he's still on the phone and we can take it while he's on the phone? No, he's just levitating in his chair still.
Hey, I've had enough. Get your paws off my scissors, will you?
My God.
Scotland Yard Detective Lowry. Hello? Who's speaking?
Hello? Hello?
It doesn't work like that. You don't hear anything, and nothing happens either.
Yeah, I know how a phone works, mate, thanks. 196.
Scotland Yard Detective Lowry. Hello? Who's speaking?
It would be handy to play him an answer phone message, but we don't have one. Unless we can record him talking and then play that back?
Scotland Yard Detective Lowry.
I'd better leave that here.
No, we can't.
Hello? Who's speaking?
Record. If we knew our extension, we could phone it and leave a message and then play that back, but... Okay. That doesn't seem to have helped us very much at all, does it? Yeah, call your own extension. Yeah, that's what I want to do, but... Pick up the bags in the drawer. No, what bags in the drawer? Where are the bags in the drawer? What drawer? I have no idea what's happening. In this drawer? Oh, okay.
I'll take it with me. I'm determined to give up smoking. Leave those alone. I'm determined to give up smoking. I'm determined to give up smoking. I'm determined to give up smoking. Leave those alone. My greatest enemy.
Okay, so we've got a bag. Is there anything else I've missed in here? So, Mr. Bodinger, what do we do with the bag? Put it on Lowry? Yeah, not a bad idea. We can use the bag on the crime scene for evidence. I mean, is that how basic things are around here? We have to get a grotty bag from the drawer, take that to the crime scene and collect evidence which should have been collected by these guys, I would hope. Okay, so... bag.
I'd rather think about it again. I should think up something else. That won't get me any further. That won't get me any... That's futile as... There's
okay, so we can't collect the bones from the crime scene. So what can we collect? There's a bone you can pick up. Oh my god, this game is finicky.
I should take the bone with me, but...
Okay.
I can't do it with the scarf. The textile fibers would stick to it.
Is that a scarf? I thought that was a bag. Have I just picked up a...
The green scarf. It's Janet's.
I've got Janet's scarf.
The green... No, not a chance.
Right. Right, okay,
That's futile as well.
Let's get away... We've just tried to pick up a blood-encrusted bone with Janet's scarf. When really, we should probably be giving this to Janet. Why is he in a hurry to get to the police station door? He's not in a hurry to get anywhere else. Yeah, what's he doing with Janet's scarf in his drawer? Good question.
Hello, Janet.
I imagine he probably stole
Me again.
I can see that. What is it? Have you forgotten something again?
Janet.
Well, actually no. I just thought I'd drop in.
Just do me a favour, Brent, and don't keep me from doing my work all the time.
Okay, let's try and give it to Lowry then. He probably would be more interested in her panties. I think you're right. Lowry, my old chum, would you like Janet's scarf to try and woo her?
What of the green scarf? It's Janet's.
What is it this time, Halligan?
Let's ask him about Janet
I'd really
again.
like to know how a braggart like you managed to get a date with Janet.
Well, you know what, Halligan? Women do like a winner, don't they?
He looks like
Little
he's
Janet
missing
is no exception.
teeth, doesn't he?
We went to the palace yesterday.
What was showing?
The new Schwarzenegger
What's he
film.
got on his
You
radiator?
know how to
What are
handle
those
women, don't you?
things
course.
stuck on the front?
Janet said she found it disgusting, but I know for a fact that she was very keen on it. Women are like that.
Bean
You
looks like a
understand?
lampshade.
Well, I would have thought that Janet had more sense.
Oh, actually, I think she's got very good sense. That's why she always refuses to let you take her out somewhere.
You
She
think I should
prefers to
set
go out
Janet
with a
up
man
by
who doesn't
planting her
dress in
scarf
rags,
at the
drag
crime
out of
scene?
rubbish bins, or eat the same pizza every day.
Did she say that?
The facts speak for themselves, Halligan. You eat pizza in your office, and I go to the cinema with
Pizza.
Janet. That's the way things work. Oh, I'm sorry, old boy.
What amazes me is why a woman like her should find your boring stories about cars, sports, and action films so entertaining.
He's not levitating,
Halligan,
HB. He's
I'm sure you
HD. He's
didn't
just
come to tell me
working
that.
out his
What do you
thigh
really
muscles.
want?
Could I just use your phone?
Haven't you got your own telephone, Halligan?
I just wanted to try something.
And what, if I might ask? Try to get a dialing tone?
That's right.
The chief can explain it to you for certain. Have fun.
Okay. I'll talk to you later, Lowry.
Yeah, I'm not sure which Arnie film they saw. This came out in 2001, so what films of Arnie's were in 2001? Eraser? Something like that? Last Action Hero. Good shout.
Hello, Janet. It's me again.
I can see that. What is it? Have you forgotten something again?
Nice day today, isn't it?
Don't trouble yourself, Brent. I will not go to the cinema with you.
You cannot be nice in this game. People will not accept it. It's incredible. Do you think going to the cinema with me is that bad? I've still got your green scarf. Do you want it back?
No, Janet. That's not what's on my mind at the moment. I've still got your green scarf.
The sixth day,
You want
was
it
it?
back?
Oh, that ugly thing that the department gave me as a present for my birthday. Well, I was hoping you'd either forget it or throw it away. Just keep it, please.
Oh, God. So should we try It's Autumn, You'll Catch a Cold, or the Chief would be very upset to hear that? Let's try the Chief line, shall we?
The chief would be very upset to hear that. He picked it for you.
Well, maybe, but it suits you better than me, Brent, if you know what I mean. And now I don't feel like talking to you about
No, I
this
don't.
nonsense anymore, so I'll see you later.
Good. See you later, then.
Take your time, Brent.
Right, Janet, because
Hello,
you don't
Janet.
feel like talking to me, I'm going to talk to you straight
It's
away.
me again.
I can see that. What is it? Have you forgotten something
It's a
again?
good point. She's not going to care what the Chief thinks, is she?
Nice day today, isn't it?
Don't trouble yourself, Brent.
But she's not going to care.
Not
But she'll,
go to the
she'll catch a
cinema with
cold
you.
either, will she? Let's try again.
No, Janet. That's not what's on my mind at the moment. I've still got your green scarf. Do you want it back?
Oh, that ugly thing that the department gave me as a present for my birthday. Well, I was hoping you'd either forget it or throw it away.
I'm impressed that the
Just keep
department
it,
gave her a
please.
birthday present, given the attitudes around here.
It's autumn. You'll catch a cold.
Well, that's still better than making a fool of myself by wearing such a scarf.
Janet,
and
look at
now
the state of you.
I
You-
don't feel like talking
You've made a
to
fool
you
of yourself
anymore.
already. Your arm's
See you later.
half falling off.
Good. See you later, then.
Take your time, Brent.
It is quite creepy. The dialogue is... No, that's out. I don't want to go out. I want to go back in my office. I want to try and find... Oh, they're individual drawers, I see. Gloves? What is that? I don't want to pick that up.
I've already taken one this morning. My brown sock.
Might as well take the whole box,
How did
mate.
that get in here? I've been looking for it everywhere. My brown sock. How did that get in here?
Right, brown sock. Okay. So we can't... We have to back out to the main room before we can go back into a drawer.
Leave them. I leave them.
He's got more
Don't
cigarettes.
need those anymore.
Which look like duty-free cigarettes.
Nope, no darts now. Maybe I'll play later.
Why has he got
Against my
darts?
favourite opponent, Inspector Miller.
Right, there's more cigarettes. Top drawer. And his other brown sock.
Is there anything worse than thirst?
A bottle
Take it
of
with me.
cider? Okay, so I've got the roll of bags. Let's look at the inventory. There. Bags, gloves, green scarf, bottle of cider. Let's go back to the crime scene, Ben. Yeah, they do look like counterfeit cigarettes. I wouldn't put it past this bunch, to be honest. Yeah, he's got a sock, 2 brown socks in different drawers. Maybe one is a used sock and the other one is to be used. Who could tell? So.
You don't transport a piece of evidence in your coat pocket.
Bag.
That might falsify traces. That is no important evidence, I'm sure about that.
Okay, so the leg bone is important for some reason.
That is no important evidence,
we don't
I'm
need
sure
that.
about. That is no important
Don't worry about the rest of the dead body.
There's hardly any flesh on the bone.
Yeah, it's hardly any flesh. We don't need it. We don't need it. We've got the leg bone. Let's go back to the station. Let's wave it into Chief's face. See if we can get him to give a shit. Come over here, mate. Come here. Come on. Don't be shy. Right, stop there. Get this scarf. No, we can't put the scarf on him, unfortunately. But we do have a bone in a bag now. It's always useful to have a bone in a bag. You need some grass as well? Oh, now you tell me. I've come all the way back to Scotland Yard. Okay, we need to collect some grass. My God. Can you imagine trying to play this game without the internet or a guide? I mean, what? Should I just wave the bag around until I find some grass which I can pick up? This grass seems quite elusive.
That is no important evidence, I'm sure about that. That is no important evidence, I'm sure about that.
I mean,
that is no important evidence, I'm sure about that.
can you imagine going through each bone?
The skull of the corpse.
So, Mr. Tech Therapy, are you sure that there's a blade of grass I'm supposed to pick up? Because I'm not seeing it. I am just seeing a shadow where I took the leg bone. Somewhat left under the hands.
That is no important evidence, I'm sure
I
about
have
that.
to actually keep searching here for it.
that is no important that is no important that is
Just
no
clicking
important
randomly.
that is no important that is no 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 important evidence that is no important that is no that is no that is no that is no important that is no important evidence. I'm sure
Okay,
about
you have to
that.
give me some more indication here. So, do I have to be zoomed this far in, or...
That is no important evidence. I'm sure
I mean,
about
the
that.
X did disappear
That
by
is
the
no
hand,
important evidence. I'm sure
but
about that.
it's disappeared for most of it.
That is no important evidence. I'm sure about that. That is no important. That is no. That is no. That is no important. That is that is that is no important evidence. I'm sure about that. That is no. That is no important evidence. I'm sure about that.
I mean, can we just... I think I might just go with a leg bone, to be honest, because
That is no important
I'm
evidence.
not
I'm sure
feeling
about
the
that.
blade of grass
That is no important evidence. I'm sure about that.
under the feet.
That is no important evidence.
Yes!
I'm sure about that.
Nice! Yes. That is a... I mean, they are feet, aren't they? There's one hand to the top left. They're feet. I don't know where the other hand is. Okay, we've got some grass. Smoking a reefer. Alright, let's go back to the police station. We've got a bone and some grass, because apparently at a murder scene, that is all the evidence you need to collect. Don't bother with a body, just get the grass, just a single piece of grass, and a leg bone. Yeah, no, thanks. Without your help, I wouldn't have even bothered looking for it, so I better take it to Chris, the chemist. Hello, Chris.
I've just come back from the place where they found the bones in Epping Forest.
And? Trailblazing new findings?
I've got something here I'd like you to have a look at.
Show me.
Show me.
I've just come back from the place where they found the bones in Epping Forest.
And? Trailblazing new findings?
I've got something here I'd like you to have a look at.
Show me.
Okay, Chris, you'll like this. In this bag, I have a bone.
Here you go, Chris.
Oh my god, the game's just crashed. The game has literally just crashed out completely. No, don't tell me I have to start. No. No. It didn't save anything. The game crashed. I'm back at the office at the start. I can't. Normally it does autosave, but this time, no. Apparently, if you get quite far, it doesn't bother autosaving. It just puts you straight back to the start. Okay. What I think I'll do is, rather than playing through that again, I will... Game of the Year 2001. I'm going to go through it, remembering what I've done by myself, get us back to where we were, or close to where we were, save it, and then continue. Yeah, you can save yourself. There is a save game. But normally, it auto-saves. Every other time I've tried looking at it, I haven't been far in it, admittedly, but it has... auto-saved to wherever I've been. But apparently if it crashes, it doesn't. And you can't even quit the game now, apparently. That crashes as well. It freezes everything. It does have quite a few glitches and bugs, this game, so that's to be expected. I think going forward, I will have to save it more often. Yes, it is anticlimactic, but I'll get us back to where we were, and then we can continue next week, because I'm not getting that far and putting that much effort in and just having this situation. Look at that guy, looks like Gollum. My precious. That didn't sound like Gollum at all. Jesus Christ. Yes, it is a masterpiece indeed. So here's the plan. Here is the plan. On Thursday, I'm going to continue playing through Star Trek the next generation of Final Unity, because I was playing that, yes, with Picard on my YouTube channel last year. I think we did 3 episodes. We'll go back to that because that game doesn't crash. And it's a decent game. And then next Sunday, I will come back to this. I will save it more often, and we can attempt to move on from where we got to before, because I can't take any more today. I mean, what was that? Just over an hour's worth of play, and good God. I just can't take it. I mean, apparently there's people who have actually completed this game, but I don't believe it myself. The bald guy on the menu, I mean, he looks like Gollum. He looks like Picard. Maybe this is an apparition willing me to play Star Trek: A Final Unity. Good God. Well, so I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about the fact that the game is terrible. Well, I knew it was going to be terrible, but I'm sorry that we have got to a point and then have to leave it. Hopefully one day we'll get the scissors. Because that's frankly all I care about in life now. Getting the scissors from Lowry. Because he's an absolute bastard. Agent 40. Yeah, this is the scrawny version of Agent 47 from Hitman. It could be him when he's older. You know, bushier eyebrows, slightly thinner. He is Agent 47 at age 87. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So, I guess I will leave it there. Because, I mean, there's nothing else to say, is there? There's nothing else to say other than, good God, what have we done with the world to make games like this? So, thanks for joining me, everyone. I hope it's been entertaining at least, if not fulfilling. I feel like I need to have several holidays to get over what has just happened. But I will be playing it again during the week to get us back to where we were. So, thanks for watching, thanks for joining me, thanks for following and all that, and hopefully I will see you next time, maybe Thursday. Also, I might do a few, or I might do a stream during the week, during the morning, just like looking at some old gaming magazines or something. Something like that. Something different from the norm to intersperse the tedium. Have a good night, everyone. See you soon. Goodbye.